You will see two build variety for Titania on this video. One is focus on how to turn her into a good exalted melee Warframe, and the other one is the most insane setup I have for an infinite bullet hose DPS Pixie. So, let's cut any long introduction and begin the video. The first Helminth combo will use Excalibur's Radial Blind to somehow help us with the melee-oriented build. Radial Blind can make Titania's exalted melee weapon good as blinded enemies receive additional damage because of the stealth damage bonus that the ability applies. There will be no problem with line of sight, since Titania has Lantern which can gather a crowd of enemies. Then you can easily and effectively cast Radial Blind and slap them with your exalted melee weapon. But remember, this build is only for those who want to try something else aside from shooting enemies from afar. In short, this is for those who are bored with using the same meta build for Titania. I did end up replacing Spellbinder with Radial Blind since I think that Titania's first ability doesn't help that much in this build variation. It can indeed be good with Spellbound Harvest Augment. However, we will be using Razor Blitz on this build for that extra speed. So as you can see, the build is pretty simple, and in fact, you can remove these umbral mods and place the ordinary versions of this mod. But if you have them, then you might as well want to use them for the extra health and power strength it provides. Stretch is mandatory for this build, since we want both Lantern and Radial Blind to have decent range. If you have a maxed out Arcane Fury, then you can use it for extra damage on your melee weapon. For the exalted melee build, you will definitely invest some formal if you want to use this one. This build will give you maximum damage and critical to somehow kill high level enemies with your exalted melee, Arcane Fury, plus your combo counter and the stealth damage bonus from Radial Blind will be crucial to boosting your overall damage. While the damage is decent against Steel Path enemies, I'm still hoping for the day which the developer decides to buff Titania's exalted melee. If you are not into melee-oriented Titania, then you can go with this second build variation which uses Nidus Lava to pull enemies and give you more DPS output on your exalted pistol. How is that possible, squad leader? The thing is, Nidus Lava seems to trigger headshot kills, and we will take advantage of this feature by equipping Arcane Pistolier to give us infinite bullets for our exalted pistols. The build simply goes like this, and yes, we will be using the Razor Wing Blitz augment again. The fire rate bonus from this augment will help us min-max our bullet hose Titania by removing some fire rate in our setup, and replacing it with damage or utility. In this case, I equip Arcane Pistolier for that infinite bullet hose. You might say that a longer duration is not good for lava since you need to recast it as fast as possible. That's true for Nidus, but we don't want to do that in this build since we need the buff coming from this augment to linger for a while. Don't worry about recasting lava as you won't have a problem with it while using this combo. The enemies grouped by lava will simply melt once you start using your pistols on them that you won't even notice that lava is active again for use. If you can manage your energy, then you can take out Arcane Energize on this setup and replace it with Arcane Precision for more firepower. For her exalted pistols, I'm using a combination of critical and dual status build. The element depends on the faction you are facing, and you can go either viral, gas, or even radiation if you wanted to. Again, that solely depends on the weakness of the enemies you are facing. One quick tip though, I suggest you equip Punch Through mod on your build so that you'll able to kill a lot of enemies inside your lava. The higher the Punch Through, the more enemies that you can damage. So that's all about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Warframe content. Thank you so much for watching. Squad leader signing off.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future.